Hi everyone. Today we would like to present to you cross-contamination. However, before that, I would like to introduce our group member. Start with me. My name is Christopher Chakra Sakti. And then
Name is Darren from Class 2 Management Perhotelan Batch 44.
My name is Bintang Dwi Wahyudi.
My name is Karisa Fiadora.
So what is cross-contamination? So, cross-contamination happens when a bacteria and other microorganisms are unintentionally transferred from one another to another. So, the most common example is transfer or a bacteria, a food, raw food, into a cooked food. Preventing cross-contamination is a key to factor preventing a foodborne illness. And then there are three types of cross-contamination. There is hand-to-food contamination, and then second one is a food-to-food contamination, and then for the last one is equipment-to-food contamination. And the hand contamination would be, and Darren will be explaining the contamination.
Okay, let's go. First, let's discuss about hand-to-food contamination. It happens when contaminate hands handle cook or ready-to-eat foods. Example, handling food after using the toilet without first properly washing hands. And the second, touching raw meats and then preparing vegetable without washing hands between tasks. And the third is using an apron to wipe hands between handling different food, or wiping a counter with a towel and then using it to dry hands. So how to prevent hands to food contamination? By washing your hands thoroughly while handling different food. I'm gonna show you how to wash your hand correctly. Watch it. So to prevent food contamination, we have to
I will explain the type of cross-contamination of food to food. So it happens when harmful organism from one food contaminate another food. Okay, now I will simulate and show the type of cross-contamination of food to food. For example, if raw meat is stored in the refrigerator with vegetable, bacteria from raw meat can contaminate vegetable. So the correct way to prevent contamination is to store vegetable in the refrigerator on the higher shelf than raw meat. For the second example is leeks that are not washed can contaminate other vegetables that have been washed. So the second way to prevent contamination is to wash fresh fruit and vegetable under running tap water to remove visible dirt and grime.
I will explain about equipment contamination. This mostly happen when the equipment or tools are not cleaned and sanitized properly between each us. For example, using unclean utensils such as slicer, can openers, and cutlery to prepare food. Then use the same cutting board and knife when cutting different types of food, such as chopping raw chicken followed by salad preparation. So how prevent this type of cross-contamination? Use separate cutting board for different food, for example meat and vegetable. Clean and sanitize utensil, work surface and utensil after preparing each meal. Okay, here I will simulate the contamination food equipment. For example, a cutting board used to cut tomato is immediately used to cut cassava without washing or the cleaning. Cut tomato is immediately used to cut cassava without washing or the cleaning. First, and the correct way to prevent contamination is to cut the cutting board, and the knife used to cut tomato must be washed and clean it first before they can be used to cut cassava.
So, before we close our presentation today, we would like to conclude that to prevent a cross-contamination food and hazard food, we need to, number one, we need to wash our hand truly before handling food, and then after going to the bathroom. Number two, wash and sanitize all the equipment and utensil that come in contact with the food. And try to preparing each type of food at a different time. And then clean and sanitize food surface between each task. Number three, and store food properly by separating wash or prepared fruit from unwashed or raw food. Okay, therefore, save food now for healthy tomorrow. That's all from us. We would like to apologize if there's any mistake during our simulation section. See you next time. Thank you.